I didn't calculate further than that.
Takes, and once again, if takes, no, there's rook b1, and we end up tied up ourselves. Queen d1.
And the Armageddon has kicked off.
Okay.
Let's dash to that one because that one is gonna be fire on the board. Will Anish be the first person to take a victory with the black pieces? And we have another knight off.
They repeat the same line, but this time around Wang Hao does play g4 instead of f4 as he played in the classical. Anish won't be rattled by that choice. I'm sure he knows. Bishop to g2. I have so little clue about the knight off. I should learn a bit one day. Knight bd7. I guess you're not too afraid of this capture because the black pieces would be very active here. Knight bd7 played.
Interestingly, up until now there was only one game in the database with this position, and that was between Lei Ting-Jie, and she's actually, I think, working with Wang Hao.
Ah, I didn't know.
Or worked with Wang Hao.
Wang Hao did take on e7, assuming the queen recaptures, although you could make a case even for the king on a brave day. Anish thinking about it.
The king.
The thing is, if the queen takes knight a5 is awkward.
Oh, he takes with the
queen. He did take with the king. Wow.
Oh, he took with the king.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess the king is pretty safe there. After all, if it needs to, it can hide in the corner pretty effectively. And f3 played.
Rook c8 looks normal. Now he goes queen c7.
Yeah.
Short castles. Now Wang Hao, at least he has the two bishops. But his bishop on g2 is not exactly a beauty just now.
And I guess you leave the king in the center. I mean, it should be pretty safe. You don't...
I don't know. Still worried, but yeah, he puts the h rook on c8, so if needed, the king can retreat. But for now, I guess he will stand there. Keep an eye on d6.
Okay. So I'm assuming that Wang Hao will just play c3.
Looks normal. Yeah.
Looks normal. And maybe try to do something on the king side. Push some pawns. Yeah. I like to push pawns.
I don't know if you're thinking about rook f2, maybe, to bring the rook towards the center.
I like that.
Very focused. Wang Hao.
Yeah.
What's this story? He gave an interview that he retired because of stomach problems that are now less severe. What was it?
Yeah, so the story goes that, you know, when he first played Norway chess, he was top 15 in the world, doing great. And then he kind of got some kind of stomach issue, and so he disappeared for a long time. But then in 2019, he came back and won the Grand Prix, and then stomach issues forced his retirement again. And he thought he wouldn't play chess. But then the mysterious tummy condition got better, as sometimes these things do. And c3, a3, oh, was the triangle on the board. I remember this from my childhood. My father would tell me, this is the weakest pawn structure you have in an endgame.
Huh?
He would say, they can't move. They're easily restrained. And after that, I've never forgotten the triangle. Oh. The triangle, so bad.
I thought English chess education was more, put the pawn on f4,
no, this
queen on h4, and give checkmate.
No, this was not chess English education.
Ah, I see.
My father is from Uruguay, so this was South American, make it up.
And Wang Hao is going for the attack, pawn to h4. Now that Anish put his king on f8, saying, now your king is almost on the king side, might as well run there.
Exactly.
Knight b6, headed for c4.
c4, and maybe...
I guess you go back to stop it. g5, there's still knight c4, which looks unpleasant.
Yeah, you've got to take some precautionary measures. And in terms of the clock situation, Anish, I think, has got good control. 5 minutes, and Wang Hao has just under 7.5 minutes.
Great posture by Giri as well.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Queen e2 by Wang Hao. Not worried about this knight landing on c4.
Queen e2, can knight c4, yeah. Anish is given the opportunity, he's not going to shy away. Bishop f2.
Now a4, and the knight has to go to c1.
Yeah. But then,
Well,
you know,
maybe it's
you
not so
give a
bad,
square, right? You
Yeah.
know, go to d3, b4,
Yeah,
you
A4.
live a
maybe-
little.
Maybe not that bright.
And now it's Anish's turn to think. I mean, I would be tempted here, if I were playing with the white pieces, to, if black did nothing, just go h5. Liberate the dark square bishop.
Yeah, I thought he wanted to attack with g5 after h5. That's going to be hard to manufacture. But g5 also, there's knight h5.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to give squares.
I don't think Wang Hao's doing very well here. Like rook a to d1.
But
Bishop,
can you not
bishop
go
a6,
forward?
okay. Could also have gone like a4 and d5, which looked tempting. Break
That-
the position wide open.
Queen c2.
Rook b8, Anish trying to keep control, preparing b4 without any
Yeah.
adventures. Bishop h3, asking some questions.
Ooh, g5 is now threatened, potentially.
Not gonna like it. The rook's gonna go away. Felt like he played a little passively with black over the last couple of moves. Should still be fine. Rook to d8.
Yeah.
Still under control. g5, there's always no h5.
Yeah.
Fe1, stepping out of this diagonal. Anish's going to go bishop c8. He doesn't want any part of g5.
No.
There.
But okay, now is d5 a serious? It is a serious threat.
h5 might be a threat with the bishop on c8.
But maybe it's now time to. Okay, he drops the bishop back.
f1, bishop e6. Black just has a very harmonious position. Knight d2. Now has to retreat.
If he had to put the knight back onto d2, I'm not that. It doesn't feel like this is great news.
Anish reaches for the
d5.
d-pawn.
Now is the time to break out. You go back.
No. He's not going to do it. He takes.
He takes.
Still tries to keep control. Bishop
Yeah,
to
but-
c4, but no. Is there pawn to b4 as well?
I must admit, I'm just itching to break out in the center. But probably that's not a good idea. Probably there's no need.
Anish is itching now. He's played a4, giving up the dream of ever going for the minority attack, but fixing the white pawns. And as you were taught, this is a weak construction in the endgame.
Yeah, it is. And now
Can't build a passer.
rook d1 isn't that great because bishop comes to b3. But still, it feels like, you know, now Anish is playing very positionally.
Three.
Bishop e3 is a nice move. Maybe he's planning rook g2.
At some point, he's gonna have to go d5 with black and make something happen. No? Queen c1.
Well,
Now is the time.
now.
No, knight h7. He
h7.
keeps playing defensive moves.
Well, he's trying to keep control, but he doesn't have too much time on the clock.
Yeah, still.
He has to take a little bit of risk at some point because otherwise everything is going to get mad when he only has seconds left on the clock.
It's a good point. With this time control, black should actually force the issue when given the chance while they still have time on the clock. Knight to h7. And
G5
is coming.
on the board.
Takes. I guess he wants knight f8 and knight g6, but given enough time, white could build up a bit of an attack there.
Yeah, suddenly we see kind of a very similar pattern that we saw in the Wesley So Magnus Armageddon, where a knight will sit on, well, okay, in that case it was a bishop, but a minor piece sits on g6 and open h line. Oh, he
Goes
closes
h5,
it
tries to keep
down.
it close, but now f4. Looks like Wang Hao's made progress here over the last couple of moves. It's not an h7. It's temporarily a bit out of play. Tries to make it back.
But
g6.
2.5 minutes for Anish. But I guess white's simply going to just stay. It's not that bothered with the knight coming to g6, put it on g3, and then tuck the king on a dark square, improve the light square bishop, maybe move the pieces, use the time advantage. Anish, he has to speed up. Queen. Knight e6.
e6.
I was expecting knight g6.
Yeah, he's a bit more vulnerable to g6 pushes, but the knight is also potentially more active play. It does feel like he's lost the threat a little here with black. King h2, queen c5.
Okay. Rook
f2,
f2.
and how keeps shuffling. White has a more pleasant position strategically now. d6 is weak. The bishop can come to h3, even in endgame queen e3, and then go after the d6 pawn. No, Wang Hao's chances have improved here over the last couple of months.
I mean, also you can start targeting the h5 pawn,
Really?
force g6, and then park a piece on the f6 square. Simple chess for me.
Rook to e8. Yeah, Giri's been drifting a little here, but it's far from over.
Rook f5.
Forcing the queen back. Queen d2 looks normal, hits d6, rook b d8 will be played.
But hang on a second. If you go rook bd8, he's got queen e2.
Ah, that's why he's hesitating, yeah? Because his hand was reaching for it, but... Oh no, b5 is just hanging. Apologies.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Oh no, yeah, there's a rook on f5, yeah.
Ah, because his hand was there, but he stopped himself. Looking up.
Okay.
How far away move 40 is?
Well, he's not that far, that's the good news. 4 moves away, but he only has 52 seconds left, and he has to take a decision. Ooh, but then rook f6.
There's also rook d5 if we want to be fancy, hitting the pawn on d6 and bishop d5 ed. Looks like white just keeps crushing. Almost 4 minutes to left for Wang Hao. He's going rook f6. Now Anish plays rook bd8 as b5 is no longer on prise.
And now I think it's the time for the opposite bishop color. You know, bishop h3. I like your bishop h3, and then at the right time, trade off the knight. Okay, so Anish going for the counterplay. What to do? What to do? I would be tempted to play queen f4 and just...
Yeah, I'm wondering if e4 is under attack. It does look like it is, yeah, so he has to push it forward.
e5.
e5, knight e4, Anish back in business. Little knight fork doesn't win material yet because of queen f3 with the pin. But he's made a comeback. Queen f3, maybe bishop d5, and all of a sudden the white pieces start hanging.
And meanwhile, we actually have some controversy, well, not controversy, but some drama happening in the Topalov and Anand game, because we do have a decisive result. And it's to do with the clock.
Topalov
lost some time.
Oh, I recall when he won the tournament, when was it, in 2015? He won on time in the first round against Magnus.
Wow.
Here, oh, you
Okay, well,
forgot the clock, yeah?
yeah, I mean, it's so rare to play without increment that he just simply forgot about it. Oh, sad news, but a fantastic result for Vishy Anand, who picks up another 3 points. Meanwhile, we probably should dash back to the Armageddon game because there isn't too much time on the clock there. Knight, e4, walking the queen.
Catching up on the clock, but he's still got some time to spare. So queen f3 would be making sure the rook doesn't get captured immediately, but then bishop d5, and it's a bit awkward.
But do we have moves like a Aha. I was going to suggest bishop g2, trying to be flashy, but there is knight takes rook.
Yeah, or
Or even bishop
knight
takes.
queen.
Could you be like bishop takes pawn? If you want to be ultra flashy. But that might be a bad move.
Not sure I'm following, but this seems to work. No, takes.
Ah, yeah, then knight to g.
Takes, and the next fork
Yeah.
covering the rook.
Okay, wait 1 second, because we have some moves.
How this happened? Ooh.
Oh, no,
Anish.
no.
As mentioned, Anish is going to do it.
Oh dear, I did tell you I have an uncanny way of predicting blunders by suggesting them.
Rook e6. Yeah, now black is an exchange up. Without queens, there's no danger.
Wait, there is the danger of the clock, because he only has 7 seconds left. And he only will get a 1 second increment. Is this time to mix it up?
It looks like he's fast enough. 20 seconds. Let's see. E4. 18. Okay, has to start moving a little more quickly.
17.
His position looks winning.
Rook d5. That's the bishop pair. Never discount the activity. So rook takes pawn. And okay, but this looks like it should be straightforward. All that needs to be done is keep an eye on the rogue past c-pawn.
Yeah, you
And
exchange
then-
a pair of rooks there. I'm not sure Anish had to rook d2. Maybe he could try to win in the attack. But he's still in good shape, of course.
Yeah.
He's got to hurry up now.
Yeah, but he also has the benefit that now he can just give a few
figured.
checks.
This endgame he can't lose at the very least. It draws enough. Might be winning, but who cares?
Ah, yes, because Anish
you
gets
can just
draw
move.
odds.
Back and forth.
That's it. Anish is, by drawing that game, he is the victor of that pairing.